You're looking at a world few outsiders ever see. Entire underground cities, modern architecture, trains that travel faster than airplanes, and a lattice of pipelines, power grids and data cables buried beneath your feet like the veins of a giant. This is China's hidden infrastructure, the invisible systems that keep the country running and are quietly reshaping global power. And yet most people have no idea it even exists. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the massive, mind-bending infrastructure projects China has built, and why they should matter to you, even if you're thousands of miles away. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and turn on notifications because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Chapter 1. Roads, the arteries of a nation. China's transformation begins on its roads. Over the last 3 decades, the country has built the world's largest expressway system, multi-lane highways threading deserts, mountains, and coastlines. Ring roads encircle megacities, and long, straight, interprovincial corridors slice across the interior like superhighways for goods and people. These roads are engineered for volume, with dedicated truck lanes, intelligent tolling and service areas that function like mini-towns. Beneath the asphalt are pipelines, drainage, fiber, and power ducts, so the surface looks simple, but the infrastructure below is highly complex. This dense web lets raw materials, manufactured goods, and commuters flow at a speed that keeps the economy humming. Chapter 2. High-speed rail and the 30-minute megacity. China's high-speed rail network complements the roads by knitting cities together at airline speeds. Sleek bullet trains cruise at 350 km/h, turning what used to be overnight trips into daily commutes. Viaducts leap over rivers, tunnels bore through mountains, and stations sit beneath downtowns like hidden airports. For millions of passengers, this isn't a spectacle. It's routine, and it's changing where people live, work, and travel. Chapter 3. Housing and apartments. The hidden urban machine. While infrastructure brings people to cities, housing keeps them there. China has built entire districts of high-rise apartments in record time, often integrating utilities and transit directly into the development. These residential complexes are typically designed as self-contained communities: schools, clinics, shopping streets, and parks at ground level with subway stations below. Pipes, heating, internet, and waste systems are pre-installed in modular blocks before families move in. What looks like a row of anonymous towers from the outside is in fact a carefully planned ecosystem for millions of urban residents. Chapter 4. Buildings and skylines. Vertical infrastructure. China's skyline is now a laboratory for engineering. Skyscrapers go up in months rather than years, thanks to prefabricated modules, high-capacity cranes, and 24-hour construction shifts. Business districts like Lujiazui in Shanghai or Shenzhen's Futian rise from former farmland into glass and steel forests. Many towers are more than just offices. They combine shopping centers, hotels, transport hubs, and even power generation into a single vertical city. Below ground are parking decks, metro lines, and stormwater systems that make the surface space possible. The skyline isn't only a symbol, it's part of the hidden infrastructure machine. Chapter 5. Mega projects beneath the surface. Beyond visible roads and buildings, China has built enormous hidden projects. The South-North Water Transfer Project reverses rivers to supply over 100 million people. The Three Gorges Dam, the world's largest power station, hums to generate electricity and regulate flooding. Beneath megacities run huge stormwater tunnels swallowing flash floods before they reach street level. Bridges like the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Sea Link stretch for miles across open ocean, yet to the average traveler, they're just another smooth road. Chapter 6. Power, Data, and the Digital Silk Road. All of this is powered by an equally hidden energy and data grid. Ultra-high voltage power lines move electricity thousands of kilometers from wind and hydro plants in the west to factories and homes in the east. Massive data centers and 5G base stations are tucked away in nondescript buildings, powering the world's largest digital economy. Fiber optic cables and satellites of the Digital Silk Road extend these networks far beyond China's borders, quietly linking Asia, Africa, and Europe. This invisible digital backbone underpins e-commerce, fintech and smart city tech the West is only starting to adopt. Chapter 7. Logistics and the cities you don't see. China's logistics infrastructure is another hidden giant. Enormous airport economy zones, subterranean cold chain storage, autonomous warehouses and ghost cities double as future tech hubs. Yiwu, for example, is the world's largest commodity market, yet much of its processing, storage and movement happens behind closed doors or below ground. What outsiders call empty or wasteful is often a staging ground for the next phase of urban growth or industrial supply chains. Residential towers, office blocks and shopping streets often sit atop these facilities, making whole districts function like three-dimensional machines. Chapter 8. Green and resilient infrastructure. China's hidden infrastructure is also going green. Sponge cities are being built to soak up floodwater naturally, with underground reservoirs and permeable pavements invisible to pedestrians. Waste-to-energy plants and district heating systems operate under parks and shopping centers. A nationwide high-speed charging network for electric vehicles is already in place, allowing drivers to recharge as easily as refueling a petrol car. By embedding these systems at the planning stage, China is leapfrogging older, dirtier models used elsewhere. Chapter 9. Strategy, Speed and Scale. None of this happened by accident. It is the product of long-term planning, state-owned enterprises, local incentives and public-private partnerships that coordinate projects at unprecedented speed and scale. 5-year plans don't just set targets, they align ministries, cities and banks to deliver them. Other countries can't copy this whole system, but they can learn from its foresight, integration, and emphasis on connecting every element: roads, rails, residential zones, energy, digital networks, into one coherent ecosystem. Chapter 10. Why it matters globally. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, Chinese companies and banks are exporting infrastructure expertise worldwide, building ports, railways, and digital networks from Africa to Latin America. These hidden systems give China leverage in trade, energy, and technology standards, but they also offer potential benefits for other countries looking to modernize. The question is, can the West and the rest of the world adapt fast enough to keep up? Conclusion. We've just scratched the surface of China's hidden infrastructure. It's more than trains and bridges. It's a glimpse into the future of how nations might be built. Which of these projects surprised you most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone curious about China, and subscribe for more eye-opening stories from around the world. The next video is going to blow your mind.